and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
So, behind the scenes, Z, how are you feeling about our behind the scenes podcast setup? Our podcast, the podcast studio, the environment, recording, taking notes, like overall.
Yeah. Everything is perfect. I don't know.
You think it's perfect?
You don't think it's perfect?
I think there's always room to improve.
Always, but everything is. I was looking at the old videos from when we first started. Mm-hmm. We recorded some videos in the shop.
Okay.
And then we recorded some videos.
We recorded videos in the shop?
Yeah, like 2.
Okay.
And we recorded at this other studio.
Yes.
And this is definitely a level up from that studio.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always room to grow.
Yeah.
Thankful for this podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel good about the podcast.
You feel good about it?
Mm-hmm.
I think
definitely want to execute more.
Execute on what?
Everything.
Okay. Super general.
No, everything. Just everything.
I want to do more stuff outside. Like, I want to do more, like, you know how I was talking about us interviewing people on the street, like, what are you wearing, who are you wearing, why did you choose this outfit today? Mm-hmm. I would love to do that at, like, festivals and events, and I would love to do more speaking arrangements as well. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it would be really cool for us to host a panel of different popular fashion people, and we'll be asking them questions like we're on our podcast. Mm-hmm. I think I'm looking forward to outside opportunities for our podcast. Mm-hmm. You look nervous.
Yeah. I'm super nervous. I'm just thinking about it.
But the more we do
it, yeah. I was nervous when
you were nervous podcasting.
Yeah. And then it's different looking at yourself on camera and listening to yourself, because you learn a lot. You learn your flaws, and also you learn that it's nothing to even be nervous about. Mm-hmm. It's all a lie. Your fears is a lie. Your anxiety is a lie.
100%. 100%.
It's nothing to be afraid of. And so I know that once we start talking to people, I know that the first time I might be like really nervous. Remember when Lee was here? Yeah. And Andy was sitting right there. And just the fact that there was other people here. Because I'm comfortable with you.
Right. But I feel like that interview went well. And even Rayleigh said she was impressed with the question that you were asking, because you were asking them from, like, your point of view is important. You know, we have different points of view.
Yeah.
So I always feel like
everybody see the world differently. So
yeah,
it's like it go hand, like, somebody was telling me that we so different, but we need each other.
For sure.
Our perspectives we have a really good.
Yeah.
He was saying, like, you so
me?
Yeah.
I'm very jolly? Is that what you're trying to call me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very jolly, professional.
Yeah.
Very smart. When you talk, you really get lost in what you're saying. And
yeah.
You know what you're talking about.
Right.
Then you got me, and I'm just more.
Don't start saying negative stuff about yourself.
I wasn't about to say anything negative.
Okay, because you're going to say, oh, yeah, we're opposite. You're smart. Da-da-da-da-da. So
I wasn't about to.
You're dumb.
I'm smart.
Yes. So I'm like, don't start talking negative about yourself. What you want? Where you going?
Are you smart? Yes. You see those little...
Yes, Brianna or whatever the little girl name is.
Monica, are you smart?
It's the girl named Brayleigh.
Ooh.
She was like a kindergartner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead.
They be saying anything.
You are what? What is opposite of me that you are?
So, I'm just more playful. Okay. And we're both funny. You're very funny.
Yeah.
But I'm funny. Sorry, no, you are really funny. No, you are really funny. Listen to the podcast.
I know. I'm a comedian.
Yes, you really are. I don't know. What am I? What do I add to the podcast?
I think, first of all, so I was listening to this podcast audiobook. I think it was called Everybody Has a Podcast, the name of the audiobook. And it was talking about how when you have a co-host, the interesting point of view is the professional and the novice. Basically saying like a person who knows a lot about a subject and a person who doesn't know as much about that subject.
Yeah.
Asking that other person questions or whatever. I feel like that's almost you, but you know a lot more than somebody who doesn't know anything.
Right.
You've been in the industry long enough to where you ask educating questions, but also like have a point of view of like, well, as somebody who has lived this certain experience, I would go for this or I would go for that. Right. And me having lived a completely different experience, I'm like, well, this would be more professional or this would be better, or I could see why they did it, and vice versa. So I think because we have different lived experiences, your point of view is so important, and I think a lot of people resonate with your point of view. You're also very smart and very funny, and I wouldn't call you jolly, but a reserved jolly, I would say.
Remember that promo video we did, and I'm like, my name is wait, hold up. I kept messing up.
So you about to start a rap. My name is wait, hold up. Catch the beat.
That, I feel like that video represents us to the fullest.
Yeah.
You was like, hi, welcome to the podcast. Like, we are, like, you knew it. And then I'm just like,
you cracking up in the video.
Well,
right.
Like, I'm getting there. Like, I'm ready for the attention,
right?
But you prepared for it, like you know it,
right?
So it's like
only because I've been doing it longer. The more you do it, like you've already seen the progress from the day one to now. So the more you do it and get used to it, and like the more you actually look at other people, the more you do it, the more you see what other professionals do that make you think, oh, I like what she did there, or I noticed that this other podcaster does this a lot. I think I'm gonna try that. So I think the more you do it, the more you become aware of little things and just like, okay, I think this will make me sound more professional, or let me stop saying this, or let me stop sitting this way because it's more professional or whatever.
Another thing is, I love that it's a fashion podcast.
Yeah,
we definitely stand out from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that was just such a great idea.
Which I love. There's so many podcasts that are talking about men who hate women and women who hate men.
Even when I watch them, I'm like, wow, this is very toxic. This energy is, we have very great positive energy. And I want to stick to that.
For sure.
I be praying about it. Like, I don't want money to get involved and producers to get involved.
I want money to get involved. Please send us money.
No. I'm not saying I don't want money to get involved. I don't want money to get involved and ruin it.
Right.
Like, y'all need to do something more negativity sells.
But who would ever say that? Like, if we get a producer or signed to a podcast studio,
I'm thinking big. We on TV, and,
right?
We got executive producers behind,
right, telling us what to say, what to do.
Yes,
I think that we need to stay strong,
definitely, and keep this positive, vibe going. Because I definitely want to be more motivational,
for sure.
And we talk about, we got our head on straight. We talk about books. We talk about, we talk about good things, stuff that people don't usually talk about. And I think that we could just change the world. Yeah,
I think for sure everybody's
voice. And we talk about church. We talk about good things.
We bring everything back to positivity. We bring everything back to positive vibes, good intentions. Lift yourself up. Be your own biggest support system. I think we got to keep that.
We can hope the next little girl, we could change the world with it. We could change somebody's life. Yeah. So,
and as much as some people don't agree, fashion is important.
Fashion.
It's the way you represent yourself to the world.
The whole Instagram is fashion.
It's the armor that you wear.
Everything on Instagram is fashion. What you scroll with the latest topics, fashion is in those blogs, and it's not just celebrity news. It's fashion too.
Yeah. And I think that is a popular thing right now. I think that we really started something good at the right time. And I think it's gonna work in our
There's
favor.
no guidance either in fashion. Even like being a seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
When you a seamstress, you really don't even. It's competition, but your competition be far away, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. We need the education.
Yeah. But then that's good. Because if there are not that many voices that people can listen to from people who design, who sew, who work with custom clients, who
it's really like
stand on red carpets.
Every man for themselves. You on your own to learn. You on your own to figure it out.
And you're definitely not.
Yeah. People don't want to teach you the game, really, because...
See, I think that's negative. I wouldn't go there. People do want to teach you the game. There are people who want to mentor people. There are seamstresses and tailors who take other seamstresses and tailors under their wing all the time. We are people like that. I clearly am a person like that. I always have a young Black woman, girl working at my store, high school, college. I always have people coming up that I'm showing everything about the game. Like, this is how you can do it for yourself. So I don't want to put the message out there that people don't want to lift up other people, because people do. You just need to attract the type of people and be around the type of people that are like that. If you think negative, you will attract negative. If you think positive, you will attract positive. So you got to switch that mindset too.
I'll try.
Super. But yeah, so I think the podcast is going well. Season 1. We are wrapping up season 1 in
I feel like we just need a
couple months.
Go back and promote these episodes. Like we gotta market the episodes.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah. We gotta market more. We gotta promote more. I think we need to just hire a podcast intern, honestly. I think we're at the point where we can hire a podcast intern and like have them do the setup, have them do the research, have them give us points, or a producer, but that's, expensive. But I think we're at the point where we can get more people involved.
I don't think so.
I do. Because look at our episodes today.
What about them?
Our last episode that we recorded, we were fumbling over what was the latest fashion trends. We could have a podcast assistant that would tell us, here's 10 trends that I think you guys should talk about. Even if you choose 5 or 6 off the list, and they're here showing us on cards, like, do this one next, or maybe this one, Like, I think it's time for us to get a third person involved. Especially if we have all these dreams and aspirations. You can run a mile by yourself. You can go far. No, you can go a certain distance. Look, it's a saying. You can go only so far by yourself, but you can go a distance with other people. And I think if we're trying to go the distance, we need to get some other people involved. So, that's my feeling on it.
Got a point, but
yeah.
It didn't even, I don't know. I'm ready to start interviewing people.
Yeah, and I was listening to something the other day, and it was saying you gotta send emails to 100 people before you get one person to say yes to an interview. We haven't done that. Right. I've sent emails to maybe 50, 60 people, but how many have you sent, invitations to?
I think 3.
3. So if that's what we want, maybe we need to hire another person to be able to do that all day, every day. Like that, we need a second person to do that.
Right.
So I think we just need to get it chopped up. We need to get more on schedule. We need to get more productive. We need to get more efficient. But so far, so good.
Yeah.
All right. That's our behind the scenes, how we feel about the podcast. We're going to get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.